All right. Hello. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here, whether you're watching live or you're watching the recording. My name is Brittany Ame. I live in Southern California. I have two little kids, 5 and 7. I am a former professional and collegiate and professional volleyball player and a current volleyball coach. And I love that I get to work alongside beautiful women like you guys see in these pictures, who are just on fire about helping families with their nutrition. And I love that I get to help not only families, but very specifically my athletes do better with their nutrition. So see if I can get this thing to switch over. There we go. So tonight, you guys, what you're going to hear about is you're going to learn about the power of functional plant powders. And if you have not had somebody talk to you about Juice Plus, you're going to hear about it tonight. You're going to hear testimonials from mamas who are spreading the mission of healthier living. You're going to understand that we're working from a tried and true business model that promotes success. You're also going to discover the benefits of joining now and maybe yourself rediscovering some passions and passions within this that are going to make a big impact. So, what is Juice Plus? It is 30 vine ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been pulverized and freeze dried into powders.
What do you want, bud?
Oh, Court. That's okay. That are then put into capsules and chewables, and it helps us bridge the gap in what we're missing in our daily diets. If you're here and you want to put in the chat, how many fruits and vegetables did you eat today? And also, do you know how many you're supposed to be eating every single day? Because I know for me, I actually didn't know how many it was supposed to be. I didn't know that we were supposed to be getting a wide variety of like 7 to 13 fruits and vegetables in our diet every day. And so you can imagine that it would be extremely beneficial to increase that number to 30. The other cool thing about Juice Plus is that it's NSF certified, which is an outside party who tests the purity of the product. There's so many products out there right now that are, they put things on the label and we have to either trust it or not. It's a little scary, but that is definitely brings lots of peace of mind for us moms as we are giving this product to our family, knowing that a third party and outside party tests the purity of it. And what is on the label is in fact what's in it. We are the most researched nutritional product in the world with over 48 published clinical studies. It's safe, affordable, and absolutely necessary in a world that's facing so much illness and disease. We also empower people to grow their own food with our aeroponic tower gardens, which you can see a little side of it in that second picture. That's actually my daughter with little whiskers on her face, clipping cilantro off of one of our tower gardens. We have 2 growing in our backyard and we're growing all sorts of things. It is, if you've never grown your food like I hadn't 3-4 years ago, it is amazing to be able to grow your own food and snip it off and be like, whoa, this tastes so different than what I buy in the store. And to know that there's no chemicals or anything on it. So that's another beautiful thing that we're able to do. And in a nutshell, we're just helping people eat more plants and live healthier lives. Okay, let's shift a little bit to the business model with Juice Plus. We have a unique hybrid business model that allows for direct sales while providing the ability to build a team. And like I said in the beginning, as a former athlete and a current coach, I personally love building team. I love working with other women in this business, and just being able to branch out and impact more lives and nutritionally and transform families' health. But I also love that when I am bringing on new people to work with me, they don't have to feel like they have to do the same thing. You really can treat this like direct sales. And I think that's awesome that you have both of those options. There's also no quotas or minimums, so you don't have to feel like you're freaking out every month, like, oh, I got to hit these numbers. There's nothing like that. You have the freedom to build this business in a way that works with the different seasons of life. And I think what's awesome is that if you're a mom and you're on this call, there are lots of seasons and we need to be able to like move through it. And this business model really lets you do that. We have an amazing corporate office that supports us in our business. And at the upper leadership positions, we have a full benefits package, which is virtually unheard of in the network marketing profession. And so That's really amazing that you can get full benefits when you get to the upper leadership positions. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen share. I'm going to turn this over to Carrie to share her story right now. And I'm going to mute myself. Go for it, Carrie.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. And just thank you for allowing me to share, part of my story. So my name is Carrie. I live in Oklahoma. I'm a wife and a mom to an almost 9-year-old and 7-year-old. And really, when my youngest was almost 3 months old, I remember thinking, man, what am I going to do when I go back to work? Because at that time I was working full time at an advertising agency. Caring for a newborn while chasing around a toddler, I like to say my exhausted was exhausted. And I knew something needed to change. One, I needed to be able to get through my days going back to work without that nap. And number two, I needed to prevent me from getting sick every month. When my son would bring something home from daycare, I ended up with strep throat. I had chronic strep throat pretty much growing up until I met Juice Plus, if you will. And I'm so thankful that I found it. Immediately, I noticed my energy levels increasing and really being able, it was sustained throughout the day. And then as my family continued to consume Juice Plus, I noticed a reduction in my seasonal allergies, decreased inflammation, which is important because at that time I was a marathon and an ultra marathon runner. And it improved my digestion, regularity with me and my son. And it also eliminated my daughter's eczema bout that she hit when she was about 2. And really, as a family of 4, our immune system has drastically improved. We get sick less often. And when we are sick, it's for a shorter duration. And so a little over 4 years ago, my oldest was about to go into school, and my dream of working at, advertising agency life really started to change because God was laying on my heart this desire to spend more time with my family and my kids because I hated sending them to daycare and only spending a handful of hours with them because it really wasn't quality hours that I got with them before and after work. And then my friend and now mentor, Michelle, mentioned the business to me. And I was hesitant at first because, I've tried different network marketing companies. But 2 things really stuck with me when I was on a call, much like the one here tonight. And I know Brittany already talked about it, that at that leadership position, you receive that full health benefits package. And the company gifts your kids college tuition reimbursement. I was blown away with those 2 things. So right away, I knew Juice Plus as a business was different. And I knew this was just perfect, God's perfect timing for my family to make that change. And thanks to my Juice Plus business, I've been able to truly be the mom that I want to be. I get to take my kids to school, pick them up, be just involved in their lives. And honestly, this is the first summer I've really been able to be intentional with my time, and I get to spend my days around them. And another thing that I absolutely love about this company is the free education opportunities and the access to just so many incredible resources from all of our clinical studies that we have. And then just, like I said, just those resources that come from all of that. And finally, the best part for me about this business, one is the just community, sorry. I've met so many amazing people, just from, I'm in Oklahoma, Brittany's in California, and some of my closest friends I've met through Juice Plus. This community surrounded and lifted me up when I lost my dad 3 years ago. And I'm so forever grateful for Juice Plus, the business, and the community. And I absolutely love living each day with the purpose of serving God and helping others. So thank you so much.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Courtney right now to share a little bit more.
Hey, you guys, my name is Courtney and I'm a mama of 3, and they decided to come in and talk to me right when we were starting this call. So if you heard me yell, what? Yep, that was me. So I am a mom, like I said, of 3 boys. I thankfully found this wonderful company. I say I was in a season of desperation with my second son, and without Juice Plus, I honestly don't know what either of us would have because that can happen for a lot of things. Like desperation can come in so many different ways. But I was a mom who was breastfeeding, trying to breastfeed, and my son needed a lot of nutritional support. And one of my good friends at church had said something, and then a coworker of mine introduced me to this gal who was selling Juice Plus. And so it was at that time where I felt I am literally running for my children. You can do this business anywhere, you guys. They're playing hide and seek. And I was like, oh, they're not in the kids' room. They were in the room I went to go talk in. Okay, so this is real life. Like you can make this business what you want. And that's where after I had decided, I was like, well, let me try this for myself. So I tried this for myself for 2 years and my family. And I started referring other people to it, where I was really engulfed in the special needs community, and I still am now. And I would be talking with people that were dealing with like true picky eaters or aversions or dealing with some severe medical issues or whatever the case may be. And I was like, well, we utilize this Whole Foods. You should try it. Throw it in a smoothie. It has a chewable. Like there's all these different options. And I told Court one day, I think it was like in November, I was like, I should probably just sell this. And she was like, yeah, you should. And then one day I was like, I'm just going to do it. And she's like, okay. And then I signed up. She's like, you did it. I was like, yes. So anyways, I said yes to the business. I come from a family that truly has always cared about what it means to eat things from Whole Foods. So that like expressing that to other people was natural for me. And like I said, I was already had. So that conversation continued with the people that I was so close with. But like Katie was saying, then because this business is really allows you either to just grow personally on a deeper level and look at like, okay, I'm right here in this little center of community, but what if I just stretch my wings a little bit further and talk to this person that I never thought I would talk to? And it's amazing that the stories unfold when at first you start with just discussing about something nutritionally, and then you get to learn on a deeper level like what is going on within their family. And that's the change that excites me. That's like when I get to have those conversations like, hey, Juice Plus will be helping you on all these different levels, but I got to learn about something that I never thought I would because I was willing to step outside myself and grow personally and then have a conversation with whoever this family may be. So that's what I invite you into, is just be willing to say yes to an opportunity that might grow you in ways that your heart never was really imagining, but it's just so good once you say yes. And that's what excites me. We just got off a call that really talked about living in this moment of truly enjoying the process. And that's what I want to always remember about this company and about this business opportunity we have. It's that choice, like constantly mentally choosing, I'm going to make this choice, either whether it's choose to take my capsules, that's a yes for me, choose to share how the power of Whole Foods can change your life, or choose to share how this mission can really impact your family on a health-wise and on an income. So pairing those two together, we're excited for what's next, and we're excited for the call.
You're breaking up just a little bit at the end there, Court, but we got the gist. No, just right at the end. You're good. It's all good. We got it. So thank you guys so much for sharing. The two things that I want to make sure that we leave you guys with is that number one, it's only $10 to partner with our company right now. So that's pretty awesome. Normally it's $52, still fairly inexpensive, right? Like when you think about starting your own business, you're usually thinking hundreds, thousands of dollars. So for it to only be $10 to impact your family's health and so many others is like, come on, right? So that's number one. Number two is that our company has a Healthy Starts program for families where basically it's kind of like a buy one, get one free situation where adults can get started on the Juice Plus products, and they can link a kid, they can sponsor a kid for free with our fruit and vegetable chewables or capsules. And it's just a really awesome way to get the whole family on board and, you know, all in sync nutritionally. So if you remember, this was just, these are little touches tonight, right? So if you want to know more about Juice Plus, get in touch with the person who invited you. And they will get you all the resources that you need, all the tools that you need to get started. We are so happy that we got to spend time together tonight. And that's it. All right, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.